Look, that's me. I could start saying my name and where and when I was born. That could give you a simple idea about who I am. You see, this is the place where I was born, St. Paul de Mar. But let me tell you more about me. Like most of the children, I started going to school and my main focus there was to play football. I played a lot and I even played against Iniesta, but we lost both matches 8-1. So soon I realized that I wouldn't become a good player and I started wondering what I should do to succeed. The solution wasn't very complicated and I started running, but to understand that decision you should know a bit about my family. This is my family. Mom and dad and mom. She did 1 hour and 18 in half marathon. Then these are my siblings, Monica and Roig, who also runs, Maria, me, Ferran and Nico. That's me, the fourth of 6. So I started running and I got a grant to live in Madrid and train there. Here you see where Madrid is. In Madrid, I had to manage between academics and training. In academics, I was able to finish school and graduate in physiotherapy, while in athletics, I started jumping from one event to another until I found my best distance, the 10,000 meters. In such distance, I managed to be national champion twice, and I qualified for the European Championships in 2005, where I finished in the 7th position. At that point, I was very happy with my life, and I thought I would succeed running. I started dreaming about the Olympic Games and similar stuff, but usually life doesn't go the same direction or the same pace you dream to. So I didn't run as well as before and I lost my athletics grant. That made me come back from Madrid to St. Paul and gave me a little depression. I realized I wasn't as good runner as I supposed and I started wondering how I would manage to make money in this life. So I took a break and I decided to volunteer. I needed to widen my map and so I traveled to Eldoret in Kenya. Although it wasn't a one-way trip but round-way, and I repeated that trip a few more times in the following months and years. So after some turns, I ended up being at the same point as I was before, wondering what I should do to succeed, but at this point I had more options. Of course, I continued running, but I also started working as a physiotherapist and I got a specialization in sports physiotherapy. But as you might suppose, so many trips to Eldoret had to end in a race not run alone. That happened in 2012, and it meant the beginning of my own family that on September 12th of the following year, the number grew to 3 members, but others will come, we hope. So at this point of life, one discovers that there are some ups and downs, and you just need to find your way. So I stopped doing 10,000 meters and turned into road races where I did full marathon in 2 hours 18:08 and half marathon in 64:57. Those times are quite good, so I've been sponsored by ASICS, Compressport and Run in Africa, a travel agency offering training camps and races in Africa. But being sincere, even if those times are good, they are not enough to be a champion. But the true thing is that they made me a very regular and trustable runner, so I became a pacemaker, call it rabbit if you want, and I paced mostly for women at the Rotterdam Marathon 3 times, at the Hamburg Marathon, at the Valencia Marathon, at the Barcelona Marathon, and most importantly, at the Barcelona Half Marathon. That race had the presence of Florence Kiplagat. She is a world champion in cross country and a world champion in half marathon, and I was the person in charge to pace her in that race, where she finished in the amazing time of 65:12, which is the new world record of the distance. So, if you need a pacemaker for your race or a physiotherapist for your life, you would be glad to know who I am. I am Marc Roig, and you can contact me at marcroig@gmail.com.